Whether by years of torrential rain in the northwest or the unrelenting sun beating down on the southwest, Mother Nature can take a toll on any building. Dry rot, cracking foundations, leaky roofs and windows, not to mention leaving things just plain ugly. Anyone who owns or manages property knows how important maintenance and upkeep is to keep your tenants and grow your equity. Ignore the problems, and every storm washes your investment further away. ACS Contracting specializes in occupied rehab projects, turning dilapidated housing complexes like this into modernized, weatherized, beautiful properties. Let's take a few minutes to go on site with ACS Contracting to show you just what they can do for your investments.
The first project I did with ACS was the most run-down, awful apartment house you have ever seen. These buildings, we took them down basically to the structure of the building. We took off the roofs and replaced over 600 sheets of plywood. We took off the decks, replaced all the decks and stairways. We took off the siding. We took out the windows. We took out the cabinets and all the plumbing fixtures inside. I mean, I'm talking about showers and toilets and bathtubs. Everything went. And from the beginning, ACS worked very closely with me to work with the schedule, to keep as many tenants in the project as possible. And ACS did the framing, they did the demolition, they did the drywall, they did the siding and the roofing and the windows, and just a tremendous amount of the work. And that was a very, very successful project. I think very highly of both the company and the individuals that run the company.
What makes ACS Contracting such an asset is their experience dealing with common renovation problems, especially problems under the surface.
This is obviously a normal weak area. The deck was improperly flashed before, and so when the water came through, it had no place to go but into the building. This dry rot accumulated over probably a year. If this were to be left alone and covered up for a longer period of time, it could travel all the way into the building and have major structural damage.
ACS Contracting can repair and replace any part of the building structure, whether inside redoing kitchens, bathrooms, and clubhouses, or outside replacing windows, doors, roofing, siding, and the best waterproof deck coating in the industry.
This is a perfect example of the type of product that ArmorThane is ideal for. You've got a concrete surface, it's got hairline cracks, improper flashing at the building. What's happened is wind-driven rain comes in and water comes in and it goes right straight into the building. And this is just wood, non-pressure treated wood, and it starts to deteriorate. The new coating that we're going to put on top of the concrete will actually come in here and spray up the wall so that any water that does run down will come down onto our ArmorThane coating and out rather than sit and travel down this existing crack.
The biggest benefit of the ArmorThane material is that it has much more strength than your traditional liquid applied systems. I've been working for the property management company that I work for now for 14 years. Coated 1,000 decks myself, have had 1,000 more coated. And ArmorThane, I was quite impressed with it just because of the durability. It's aesthetically far superior, and I've since had them bid 5 other projects for this deck coating. It's good stuff.
To protect and preserve your investment, you need a company with experience and vision to partner with you.
I would say they're a forward-thinking company. They are creative in assisting with ideas on different aspects of the rehab. They help usually write scope of work, and so they are able to be creative in how to solve problems.
It's difficult when you have families living on properties to upset their schedule. ACS was very good about making them feel that, we apologize for any inconvenience, and if we could help in any way, we will. And they did. They were very cooperative in helping resolve issues with our residents.
ACS really is a forward-thinking contractor. They consider what it really takes to build the project, not just what it says on the plans and specifications. And they bid the whole thing, and it makes it very, very cohesive for the general contractor and the developer to make sure that all the pieces fit together with one contractor.
They've done numerous projects for us, so We have a rapport that whenever there's an issue, it's easy to talk to them about it and get it resolved quickly. They're great about responding back to you on issues.
They'll go that extra yard. They'll make a lot of accommodations to meet the needs of the project, and work really as a team member. And that's what I like most about ACS, is they're really a team player. I know that when they're on my projects, if something comes up that alters what's going on, that they're going to treat it fairly, they're going to deal with it quickly, and they're going to move on to a timely completion.
Whether in Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, or New Mexico, ACS Contracting is fulfilling their purpose, restoring the past and building the future. Perhaps you have a property that desperately needs a makeover. Call ACS today and find a partner you can count on to make the most of your investment.
And like I always tease them and say, ACS is the best.